too, man. That whatever you work on, it's never going to be done. Like I graduated from the tech program here, and I've noticed that everything I do, there's always stuff I want to change from years ago till last week, and it's just a lot of times the deadline is what makes the decision for you that something's done, because it has to be. But as far as I'm concerned, everything's still like work in progress, and that's kind of the cool thing though about, you know, art and whatever you're doing, that it's always going to be alive all the time. But if there comes a time when you just got to call it good and move on, because JPS is exactly right. You might want to focus on one thing, but then you've spent 3 years and you've got nothing to show for it. So I'm definitely of the opinion with JPS that the more stuff you crank out, the more there is to show. But it might not be, you know, the best, but it's still you. So maybe you're not the best, you know, so to speak. Not necessarily saying you all suck and I suck, but that's just kind of, it's just kind of part of the gig. I mean, yeah, maybe this is what you've done, but that's still you. So.
And then I mean, if you do get good, or you probably will get good, because the more you work on something, the better you naturally get. And then once you do get good, then you can look back on your old stuff and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that was me, you know?
Well, hopefully you can say that, because that means you're getting better and you're applying what you've done and what you've taken from all the other stuff you've done. I mean, that's life. You build on what you've learned. But you know, if you can't look back and say, oh my God, if you look back and go, yeah, that's exactly how I sound now, you know, 10 years later, well, what have you done for the last 10 years? So.
That is a real good question. I have had a real hard time looking past May 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Vintage Theater, 7:30 p.m. But I have more ideas than I actually have time to finish. I'm going to try to audition for film and television and music theater and try to do all those things. But I'm also going to start making music videos for my Dirty album. Yeah, if anybody wants to be in it, I mean, you gotta like go there, but I'm gonna do that. I'm also thinking of writing screenplays, 3 to 5 minute screenplays that I can put on YouTube, that I can film and put on YouTube. I don't know, I just want to do a whole bunch of stuff, and I just feel like I don't have enough time in my life to get it done, but I'm telling you what, after I graduate, I'll just be like, so, I don't know, hopefully one thing I am thinking of doing with this musical is polishing up everything as far as the script goes, as far as the scores go, and you can find all that stuff on my website. I have it just there for people to look at. I want to clean all of that up, polish it up, and with the help of Dr. Judith Coe, I may try to pitch it to some theaters in New York and just see what happens with that. But other than that, I'm probably just going to relax for a month or two. Probably go to therapy. Serious. Because, you know, like when you're in school for 4 years at my age, you know, it's like once you get out, it's like, who am I? A fucking waitress? I'm going to need to talk about that with somebody. Are there any other questions?